So what are the causes of a pinched nerve? Well, unless there is an actual incident, like something hit you and you kind of fell out of position, you fell, you got struck by something, unless there was an incident, then a lot of us say, why did I wake up like this? What's going on? So in those instances, I want us to redirect and re-remind ourselves how the body works. So setting aside things like genetic things. So aside from that, if something is going to go wrong in the body, it comes down to one of three causes, period. So number one is going to be physical stress, slips, falls, car accidents, the physical side of life. There it's usually pretty obvious, like, oh, I slip and I fell or whatever, and then I threw my neck out. Okay, that makes sense. But then what about the times that never happened, but you still have a pinched nerve in your neck or wherever it's going to be, maybe even your low back, doesn't matter where it is. So the physical side of life, that matters. The next one is going to be dietary stress. So the thing with diet is if we eat the wrong type of foods too much, now anything in small amounts is probably okay. But when we do the wrong things for too long and for too much, if we're eating foods that cause a lot of inflammation in the body, that can be one of the causes of a pinched nerve, because whether there's a little pressure before and this inflammation made it worse, or if the inflammation caused changes in the muscle system in the body that took the bones in your neck or the low back or wherever, it moved them out. And when this moves out, that actually puts pressure on a nerve. And over time, that's going to cause numbness, tingling, pain, and then maybe even worse things down the line. And then a third cause is emotional stress. And again, with this one, with all emotions, every emotion is going to have some type of effect or change on the blood flow throughout the body. It's going to have an effect on the muscle tension throughout the body. And it's going to affect the hormones throughout the body. So you can see these combination of three different things is what's typically, unless it's something really weird like genetic, that this is what's causing that pinched nerve. It doesn't have to be an actual event. It can be these other things that over time kind of get worse and worse and worse until you begin to feel it. So the correction for these things is going to be a combination of things potentially, depending on what's going on for you. So chiropractic adjustments are going to help realign the neck to take the pressure off the nerve so that you no longer feel the pain. But what's going to keep you feeling good? Well, avoid the thing. If you fell off a roof, avoid roofs for a while or something, right? But then emotional stress. We want to either A, try to take ourselves out of that emotional situation, but sometimes we can't. In that instance, we might need to reframe that so we actually view the situation differently, from a different light, that it doesn't trigger these effects and the changes in the body. And there's a lot of different ways to handle emotional stresses, but that's just one. And then dietary stress, we might have to make some small or maybe bigger dietary modifications. A lot of times people just don't know that certain foods cause a lot of inflammation, and that creates these changes in the body. So when you would come in for a consultation and with each visit thereafter, we have these conversations. We talk about, hey, what does your lifestyle look like? Where are these different stressors showing up in your life? Which ones can we bring down? And then over a course of time, sometimes very, very short and within a visit or two, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, we can get that pressure off the nerve in your neck and your mid-back, your low back, wherever it's going to be, so you can actually start feeling great all the time and functioning great. Thank you.